the last 4 games prior to Wednesday's match against Milwaukee. Talking about seizing an opportunity, he has done that with now a season-high 17 points all in the first quarter. Dallas starting off with the ball in the second half. The air ball again.
Yeah, Marshall, that's his 11th rebound.
And
okay, so, and instead, what does he do? He lights him up for 41, and then on the way off the floor, they tape him saying, let's go home now, job is done. Like, Ja, you gotta dig it out of the dirt here. Your shoulder hurts, you're not shooting it well, you're struggling to finish, your team doesn't have the juice you typically see. He's got to lead.
Dallas, still a 1-possession game here. Desmond Bane off the glass. Edey on the attempt back, couldn't get it. Desmond Bane came back in bounds, able to get in on the action and knocks down.
Talk about winning on the margins of possession battles. Edey gets a block. Whew, good sequence there.
Edey leading to a tray ball for Ja Morant, and his woes from outside continue over the last now 8 games. Klay Thompson, the one-legged fadeaway, no good there. Klay Thompson has been quite quiet in this ball game. 3 for 9, 0 for 3 from distance, just 6 points. And the take by Desmond Bane.
Experience that.
So this is the first time that they've lost 4 this year. As you mentioned, in second, now 4th, and trying not to have that skid until they get some healthy bodies back. But going back to the defensive end, they've allowed 120 points in each of their last 3 games as well. So they have to plug away on both ends. Yep, finding Aldama in the paint. We mentioned back in the starting rotation for Memphis after missing the last game. Now he has 6. Pull up no good by Edwards. Desmond Bane taken on the committee, short on the attempt. Max Christie only has 1 field goal, tries to get things done. Klay Thompson coming off the bench, as you mentioned, Brandon Williams and ESPN Plus. The Lakers begins, coverage begins, and tips that NBA countdown at 8 Eastern. Lakers, Boston.
It's been a little bit of a struggle for him to finish tonight, just 2 for 8.
It's hard to think at his frame and so many different playmakers for Memphis with only his 2nd field goal of the night. Memphis with the edge have looked different in spraying it out as they have the lead 61-57 here. And Klay Thompson
4 for 12, but I promise you, he will keep shooting.
Last game had that smile on his face, starting to have some fun.
You know, on his threes, they have missed softly. So I know the shoulders bother me. He's just got to hang in.
With 1, the rest of the starters with 2. As Edwards. Gets the 2nd as well, making it a 1-possession game once again. And Dallas, as we mentioned, at halftime, actually, their bench was outscoring their starters, 27-26.
He's such a tough finisher. This guy came in as a threat from 3, but he has really diversified his game. Off the deck, now setting his teammates, elevating their play.
He could really be flirting with yet another triple-double in his legs. Brandon Williams, the chat.
Yeah, just get at the cup.
And the bench for the Mavs today, and
Jason Kidd. Virtually every big on your roster, you're playing Brandon Williams at the center spot defensively if you're Jason Kidd. Give him some credit. 13 rebounds for Najee Marshall.
Morant stops all and adds.
I wonder what his shooting is after he made his first couple free throws.
Well, at the time, he was just 1 for 10. So if you can do the math there, that would be great as Najee Williams continues on the tear.
Don't ask me to do math. It's never pretty.
Jack still gets the bucket. And the pace starting to pick up for both sides. Williams again off the bench.
Arizona goes undrafted. but ends up on the roster in Portland. Nice little find there by Ja. Good foul and finishes. Very little opportunity.
2020 to recover from a knee in time with Portland and Orlando on two-way contracts. Coming in here playing like he deserves a starting position for Dallas. Rightfully so. Jason Kidd leaving him on the floor as they have 10 seconds on the shot clock. Najee Marshall, who had a double-double at halftime, adds on that stat.
Boy, it's not just the scoring and the rebounding. He's been a great communicator defensively. He's, you know, virtually manning the center spot. When Edey's on the floor, that's a tough match. And since he made those free throws, is 5 for 7 and 4 for 5 off the bounce. I mean, he has been tremendous. Amazing what making a free throw can do for somebody's game.
Unfortunately, he did miss one of the pair to end the streak, amazing streak that he was on, and not enough adjectives to describe what he has been able to do tonight. As the take foul by Williams, as give it to Brandon. Injury throughout this season. Christie in and out, going at Clark in the chest, gets the double team. Spencer Dinwiddie finds Christie on the tray, bottom of the net.
And the ball's just flying around the floor, everybody being unselfish.
That's the 16th assist on 26 made fields. His way in coming off of the bench, but
Guy who was the focal point of the trade for Luka, Anthony Davis, who in the minutes he did play in the one game was absolutely dominant.
A double-double and 7 assists would be really nice, and including the win that they had well over Houston. Less than 5 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Ja Morant off the bounce, going at everyone.
Finish in the paint in the first half has become a different story here in the second.
Tied at 79, Ja Morant has come alive here in the second half. 17 points after just having 7 in the first half. Going at Marshall, taking it, nothing there. It's Clark.
Up 22 and 28. They have let Memphis get free to the tune of 29 with 4 to play. Give Memphis some credit. Starting to hum a little bit.
Humming behind Morant. He scored or assisted on 16 second quarter points. Max Christie comes down with the rebound. And I thought that was going up top as Najee Marshall didn't have enough in the shoes. Brandon Williams sends it up. Marshall
to the cup, but come back on the next possession off the created turnover by Williams.
A block on the other end. Martin was hoping to get something on the other side, and that's deflected. So great defensive series for Memphis in transition. Ja Morant couldn't connect on the triple. Right now, Memphis, they're doing so well from the three-point line. Just 5 for 16 now from outside. Caleb Martin sends it to the corner for Marshall. Hey!
It's 13 boards. Excellent communicator on the defensive end in the middle of the floor. He's calling out the screen right now for Caleb Martin. Makes the switch. That's going to be a foul. And
Marshall that just stepped to the bench. He also has the 3 fouls. So this game has gone back and forth. At halftime, we were thinking, like, what is it for Memphis offensively? The second best scoring offense, be it without Jackson, but what did they need? And right now we're seeing it by committee. Luke Kennard finding Morant, trying to get to the paint, switches hands and couldn't connect. Here comes Martin. Takes it himself, loses one and finds Dante Exum. Williams up top. 2-minute warning here in the third quarter. We're at a 2-point game. Memphis in the bonus. Seen a lot of touches in the paint for them in this quarter. On the dive, Clark
Memphis, right? There's 5 out. One of the biggest things they had to do this season was become a little bit more focused as a cutting basketball team. How do you open windows without screens? You got to have
both of his threes in this quarter. Now 2 for 4 and 8 points. Bane sends it to Kennard, and they're looking fourth in this ball game. Locked at 89 as we're approaching the final minute here in the third. Christie going at Morant, finds Williams, extra pass to Martin. 8 on the shot clock. Dante Exum pulls up and can't rim that one in. Memphis taking their time up top as Bane got the screen from Kennard. Off the look and couldn't drop it down. Morant, sorry, Clark took a fall underneath. Well, 18 seconds on the game clock, 13 on the shot clock. Got a 2-second difference now. Morant draws the double team, still working in the face. So here comes Dallas. Max Christie finds Exum, releases before it expires.